Welcome to Analytics with Nags. So we're going to see about what is entered data and what kind of data can be stored in entered data option. If you are started working on Power BI, you can be familiar with this. Like entered data is used to store a table of contents, and people are so much confused with it, right? You can copy paste entire data. So why you want source system data as well? Let's try to understand this conflict. To clarify what kind of data can be stored in entered data in this video. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button right now to learn the concepts in Power BI. Let us try to check what is entered data. So when you are in Power BI, let us try to understand this simple model. Like we have subject and student marks. That's it. So three tables. Let me move this one and let us try to get rid of all these columns so that it will be clean. So now I have a student. Let me use this headers once again. I just imported, I didn't modeled. We have a students and you have a subject, Max, English, Science, and for each subject what is the mark for each student. This is the one. So whether can I store these three data is coming from the database or Excel. Okay, can I store this one in the enter data? Yes, you can, but what happens, it gets updated. So any data that is getting updated or requires some insertion, then you should not put it in the entered data. But for your analysis, it's a one-time analysis. The data is not going to change in your local system. For your analysis, you can go and do enter data. What happens is, like when you choose enter data, the entire student marks, let us copy it from here. I have data stored in Excel, so like over here, copy it and put it over here, right? So when I use this one, this is stored here statically. Now let me show it to you. So now you can see these 12 records. It's from a table. We can name it as enter static. Okay, now I copied and pasted here. Okay, and I got the data. Now what happens here in student marks, I have something new here. Now whenever there is an update to this data, any insertion or deletion, say for example for Naga I will change its marks to 65, and assuming Mahesh has not attended the science subject, two amendments I will make it now. So that changes, it may not be always incremental, like increasing the records. It can be existing records also can be modified. So it was wrongly entered, now I saved it. Okay, now you can see this static contains Naga 80 and Mahesh Science. There are 12 records. Student marks, it's reading from Excel. Okay, Naga IM 80 and Mahesh is still there. Now once I refresh this table, okay, refresh all, let us go for refresh all. It will take a minute because my system is little slow. Now you can see that Mahesh has went away. The Naga data is updated here, whereas the entire static, it's still there. There are 12 records over here. The data is not changed. So any data that has ability to change, okay, then you should not store it in the entered data. That is the thumb rule one. Now what kind of data can be stored? Let's try to see this one. Here I can say like remove rows, remove blank rows, that's fine. And now what kind of data can be stored is like, I want to calculate the grade for it. So grade is like I have Excel here. In the grade, based on the marks, like it is from 0 to 40, then he is F grade. If it is above 90, he is A plus. Okay, and this data is not going to change in the near future or any updation. This is the thumb rule or threshold for any marking system. This is not going to frequently change. Maybe after some 10 years, 20 years, they may revisit this, but this is not going to change at any cost of time. These kind of data can be stored as a entered data, that is static values, so that we can able to calculate the grade based on the marks comparison. So let us go for it. Enter data. Even this, I would suggest after 10 years it may change, right? So people will get confused, but for giving example to understand what kind of data can be stored, something should be static and that should be used for internally in Power BI calculations. Those kind of data can be stored in enter data. That is what I want to make. So this is a great calculation table. Let us keep this one. So how to calculate based on this student marks to grade, that is a separate story. I mean, I can take in another video, but to understand it, the enter data should be stored in Power BI for static values that should not require any updation. If at all any updation required, once you publish this report in Power BI server, you need to download it and then you need to edit it manually. So either you can enter data here or in the Power BI desktop in the reporting layer. This will do the same. Create new table by typing or pasting. Right now we have one table here. Let us try to do one over here. I think I didn't apply any changes, like grade 2. When you click on load, because I already loaded, see, now you can see another table created. So just in Power BI desktop also, it is just simulating a Power Query. Okay, so it's giving an option over here in the reporting layer. That's it, so nothing else. So just remember, the data should not change, and some kind of you need to have some KPIs you need to calculate. 0 to 30 is okay, 30 to 70 is progressed, and 70 to 90 is achieved, something like that. You need to calculate. For calculation purpose, you need to set some kind of thresholds or some values. Those values you can store it in enter data and store it. That is what I want to convey in this video. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and comment for queries. Do remember that data is your asset.